from your Weather Authority, meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
It is 19 minutes after 12 o'clock. Some snow coming down in parts of the tri-state. Really not adding up to anything. The temperature above freezing. But we could see it stack up a little bit on some bridges and overpasses. Be careful because it is coming down at a decent clip. This is our MCF construction camera, Deaconess Gateway. And of course, that's the interchange, I-69, the Lloyd Expressway. And we are seeing a little bit of snow there. Owensboro, Kincaid camera. That is downtown at the Hampton Inn, looking out toward the mighty Ohio River, which is on the rise. But it will be staying below flood stage. And Evansville and Owensboro, really along the river anyway, here in the tri-state. So that's good news there. As we take a look at the numbers, well, first of all, here's Henderson outside in the backyard. That's the strip. Well, you could barely see the strip, but the snow is still coming down here. And we've seen that snow really for the past 30 minutes. But it is going to taper off here fairly soon. 32 degrees, the temperature has dropped as that precipitation has dropped down. So, again, we might see it pile up a little bit on some of these bridges and overpasses, especially ones that are not traveled so much. North-northwest wind at around 9 miles an hour. Temperature-wise, 31 in Princeton, 31 in Lagodi, 30 degrees in Flora. So we've got a few locations to the north that are below freezing. Most of us at or above freezing, but barely. 33 in Santa Claus, 34 in Owensboro, 33 Dixon, 32 Morganfield, and 32 in Carmi to join our 32 here in Evansville. Wind speed wise, starting to pick up a little bit. We were upper single digits, 7, 8, 9 miles an hour about an hour ago. Not the case now. 15 miles an hour Owensboro, 12 in Calhoun, 12 Henderson, 11 in Dixon. Wind chill wise, it feels like 24 in Owensboro, 23 Henderson and Morganfield. Also feels like 23 in Carmi, and up north in Vincennes of wind chill of 23, 24 in Jasper. So feeling pretty cold, no doubt. Check this out, though. We've seen so many gray days lately, and we've got a few more ahead of us before we finally get a decent dose of sunshine on Sunday morning. But this was Monday morning, and what a beautiful day that was, pretty much from start to finish, although it ended cloudy, but sure started out great. We hit 70 for a record high. Seems like so long ago, doesn't it? Emma HEDRICK got that wonderful shot from Mount Erie, Illinois. Love it. Love this, too. 3, 2, 1, funky! Today's funky fruit, piggyback carrots. Are you kidding me? There's Papa Carrot. There's Baby Carrot. I love the way the carrot arms kind of wrapped around. I guess maybe that's carrot legs. I don't know. It's great. One of the best. That is piggyback carrots. As we take a look at live first warning Doppler radar, there's that little swath of snow that kind of cuts through southwest Indiana, and it's in the Henderson area too. It looks like a little bit of a mix here in Owensboro. Now we have seen a little rain, sleet mix earlier, then it changed over to a little bit of rain. Now we've got the change over to snow. We're getting some colder air starting to work its way in aloft, where we had it west of the Wabash earlier this morning and not so much to the east. Now we're starting to see those temperatures drop below freezing aloft, and as a result, we're seeing the change over to a little bit of snow. Still could be seeing a little bit of a mix, especially to the east, but really from here on, it looks like it's going to be mainly a little bit of snow, especially for areas north of the river. So we take a look at Storm Tracker. You can see the heavy rain to our east and to our south. Severe weather threat down south. In fact, they've already had a confirmed tornado just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. The Carolinas, Georgia, rough going this afternoon. They've got an enhanced risk for severe weather down that way. For us, of course, we don't have to worry about that, but we do have a little frozen precipitation in the form of some snow. And even though that little swath is all we've got on the board right now, and Future Tracker doesn't even indicate that, we are expecting to see a few more pops of snow as we go into the afternoon. As we head into evening, still a few more out there. And keep in mind, the temperature will be dropping down below freezing for all of us by the end of the day. And then throughout the night, it's going to settle down into the upper 20s for an overnight low. So what does fall is going to be sticking around a little bit. Looks like the best chance really later on tonight for a little accumulation, it's going to be less than an inch, is going to be to the east and to the southeast. So maybe a half an inch for some places in the Evansville metro, and maybe a little bit more than that to the east. But rainfall forecast really from here on out is what we have to the east, and it's not going to be much. And then snowfall forecast doesn't look like it's going to be a whole lot more than what we've already seen. So we're talking about maybe a quarter of an inch to a half an inch. Not a big deal, but for this winter, by our winter standards this year, yeah, pretty big deal, I guess, huh? Because we haven't seen much of anything. Mid to upper 30s for a high today, most of us settling into the mid 30s. And again, it's going to be a wintry mix in some parts of the tri-state, changing over to all snow late for all of us. North-northwest wind at around 5 to 15. And then the temperature only at 38. Could see a few flurries out there tomorrow. Then tomorrow night into Saturday, another shot of snow, possibly mixed with a little bit of rain later in the day on Saturday. Finally on Sunday, pop, we hit 50 degrees with some sunshine.
Okay, you like the sunshine?
I do like the sunshine.
Right.
We're not seeing much of it until Sunday morning, and it's not going to last all day on Sunday.
All right.
Sorry.
Pet of the day is next.